Two good tips our bus guide provided. The first one we knew about: you can buy a combo ticket for both the Colosseum and the Roman Forum at the ticket office for the Forum. The lines are much shorter, and you can bypass the Colosseum line. The second tip we didn't know about. If you visit the Vatican Museums before you go to St. Peter's, you can avoid the security line at St. Peter's by taking the exit door on the right side of the Sistine Chapel. It's the security lines that lead to the long waits at St. Peter's and the Vatican Museum/Sistine Chapel, but those who have already been screened at the museum can skip the additional screening and walk directly into St. Peter's. We walked from the drop-off at St. Peter's across the river to Piazza Navona for a cappuccino/Diet Coke break at an outdoor cafe next to the famous Fountain of Four Rivers that forms the centerpiece of the square. It had been cleaned since we had seen it last and was gorgeous. The maps provided by the bus were really inadequate since many streets were either omitted from the map or didn't have the names. We felt very badly for anyone who had never been to Rome before trying to navigate with the bus maps. The lady gave excellent directions, but the narrow streets all look very similar and many are winding. We had to ask directions a couple of times, but often we could just go with the flow of the crowds. After a long rest at the Piazza Navona, and a bill for €13 for the cappuccino and Diet Coke, we walked towards the Trevi Fountain. As usual, it was packed with tourists. While at the Trevi, we enjoyed a gelato, one of my favorite desserts, and an Italy must. We sat in the shade at the fountain and watched everyone throw their coins in the fountain. We threw in a couple of pennies ourselves. The revenue from the coins is used to maintain the fountain, and it looked quite clean. The people watching there was even better than at the Piazza Navona, but the rocky seat wasn't nearly as comfortable, although the price was much better. We proceeded to one of our favorite spots in Rome, the Pantheon. This time we didn't linger too long but walked on towards the Spanish Steps. Like many other tourists, we found a seat on the steps, in the shade, and talked for a while with 5 British women who were touring on their own. Next, we strolled down Via Condotti to see all the designer shops. We meandered the narrow streets, enjoying the interesting doorways and courtyards along the way. On one out-of-the-way street, we found an outdoor cafe that was packed with business workers eating their lunches. While lingering over our pizza and beer, we looked up and saw our 5 new British women friends take a seat nearby. Guess the restaurant wasn't as hidden as we thought. Leaving the restaurant, we took our time wandering back towards Vatican Square to meet the bus and return to Civitavecchia. We think everyone on the ship was exhausted after a full day in Rome. We didn't even go to dinner, opting to just eat at the casual buffet upstairs. After the light dinner, we went to the piano bar for an after-dinner drink and then went to the 8:30 show. The show featured 5 of the singers from the cast, 3 guys and 2 girls, who performed songs from Disney movies and TV shows. The show was good, although we both thought the music was too loud. In some cases, it almost drowned out the singers. Our next port of call was Anew Nella Spezia.